Yeah, hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Stay with your man. Watch tight end.
On 3rd down, Wilson trying to lay one up deep. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Wilson. That's caught. It's Malone. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Open man there is Malone. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field.
And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. From the 31, Wilson to the right side to Eric Ebron. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily,
trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Hey, alert!
From the 36, Mayfield. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Williams will try again. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. And back at the 8 now. Third and goal. Mayfield down. Steps away to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Third and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. 2nd and 5 now. Wilson, Ebron with it over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the whip. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the shotgun, Wilson escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Hey! Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking deep in the direction of... And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. Cooper was the target there. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know that it's the holiday season because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Mayfield. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
First down, Rams.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now a throw here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. Mayfield. Complete. The tight end Kelce. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A good pickup of 6 there on first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Regular. Hey, echo.
And again, it's Mayfield. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it, and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
14, got it. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
One flip. Bring it.
From the gun, it's Wilson. They complete it to Hill. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Come on now, let's go.
Buccaneers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Alert.
50 seconds to Mike. In your face.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Amari Cooper, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, a full half to be played.
We got this. At their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. On the counter, here's Williams. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this fielded at the 2.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the
rush coming, and he's taken down. Matt Milano gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Mayfield, and this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Wilson. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, 0-0-0.
And maybe the wrong read there, as he's going to go down immediately. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center filders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Tempo.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Go. 57 to Mike. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Mayfield on play action. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Grady Jarrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Fights through, and now a crease. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
50 seconds, come on. I'm coming for you. You mine. Kill.
12.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard, 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shock play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
He's checking. Crash.
Here's Wilson to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
57. I got one.
Bang out.
Now Wilson from the gun. He'll throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. 1st down, here's White. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 1st down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
One left.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
57's the mic.
Hey, 0-0-0.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He finds his man Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Complete to Deontay Johnson. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 3.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Wilson to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Important extra point up and through. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
He's back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Opting to run again here with White. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? So